Hi everybody, I'm Kevin.
Who is this young man? Look at this. There's no, he's all smooth and baby faced.
Yes, it's Kevin shaved. That's the first thing he said. I finally shaved after 25 years. I finally shaved.
He's got such a boyish face. He's pretty awesome.
Hi everybody, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Heather.
And we're Goin Batty, and tonight we're going to share with you some fun stuff. We're going to be on for a little while because we want to show you how Heather's going to decorate that.
Yes.
And some of the ways that we buy Christmas presents for our kids and for our family members. Not what we're going to buy because we don't want to give away that secret.
We got 3 of them in the room. So.
That's right. But how we buy might help you guys because I know this philosophy helped us a lot when we went to it. So stick around. It's going to be a lot of fun. Heather, what do we need to start with first?
Well, first we're going to start. I'm going to show them what I did here.
I'm going to work the camera.
Yeah, you work the camera. It might be a little hard to see, but I got this at Walmart.
And that's the background? Yeah,
I paid like $8 something or other for it, but it's a little hard to tell because I think the distance of the camera, but this is actually like a silhouette of the Nativity.
Yep.
And then it has Glory to the Newborn King. And this is just something that sticks up on here. Now, we have textured walls.
Is it cladic sting, static cling, whatever it's called?
No, it actually is a slight bit sticky. Not super sticky, just a slight bit sticky. But we have textured walls. So actually what I had to do with mine is I took my old library card and just rubbed it all along this to keep it on here. It's not going to stay on here forever. Just through Christmas.
Just through Christmas.
Yeah,
all right. So what's your plan? What do you got? What's your hope to do here?
So I got some.
Well, first of all, show the Christmas tree off. Our kids did this, right? I mean, look at this beautiful Christmas tree.
Yes.
I'll get out of the way because I'm trying to get out.
I did the bow, but the kids put the lights and the ornaments and all that stuff on it.
If you'll notice the Doctor Who TARDIS.
Yes.
And then somewhere down here is Fred Flintstone.
Fred Flintstone somewhere.
We've got Fred Flintstone on here. We've got Lightning McQueen. We've got
Transformer. There's a Transformer somewhere too.
Optimus Prime.
Yes.
Yeah, so we've got all of our Christmas decorations.
Yeah. So what I'm going to start with is, last year when I did this, I talked about if you're like us and you don't do a real Christmas tree, and you have a fake one that you've had for like 15 years and it's finally kind of seen its better days. We use the branches. I actually prefer using the branches as my garland than just a garland because it's all attached, and if it starts to slide, it'll slide completely off the side of your mantle. And you don't want that. That's not good. So
that's old Christmas tree squeezings.
Yeah. So hold on, let me grab some of these. So I didn't, like I said, I didn't buy. None of this stuff is new. This has been a Christmas tree we've had for
recycled
years and years and years. So, hold on. So I'm just going to start with just kind of mapping out what I want to do here.
She's going to map out what she wants to do here.
Yeah.
And as we go, guys, if you have questions, feel free to raise your branches and ask them. We'll be happy to call on you.
And when I have it like kind of where I want it, then I'll start wrapping them together. Like I'll just take one of these and wrap it around the next branch. And then that way it won't fall apart on you. So, like this right here. And I always feel like it looks a little fuller when I'm using like the old Christmas tree branches anyway.
Yeah.
So.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's looking good. So I'm going to start with these here. And I'm just going to wrap that around. And try to cover up any, like where you can tell it connects into the tree.
She's basically, can you guys hear her okay when she turns her head like that?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm
talking to the wall.
I'm
there
talking
can be
to
hard.
The wall.
But feel free to ask questions as we go. And if you guys have ideas, by all means, that's your job to comment down at the bottom and share ideas about Christmas decorating. Christmas is a huge time of the year for us. We love it, but we don't go as crazy as we used to. I think time has tempered that a lot, and just finances and all kinds of things. But we do have a lot of time with family, and we enjoy that a lot. We've been making plans to be with Heather's family, to be with my family, everything. So just...
I'm sorry. I went ahead with this one, and I've already got it twisted together the way I want it because I want some to come and kind of hang off the edge here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Oh, cool.
We're going to put that.
Awesome. I've always been kind of impressed and amazed at what Heather can make happen with this kind of stuff.
With an old Christmas tree.
Well, with just that kind of stuff. I mean, she really can take anything from the, you know, the Salvation Army or something we find just in a garage sale and turn it into something else very unique.
Yeah.
I've always been impressed by that.
Well,
So
this trick
I'm in charge of
I
lights.
actually learned from my uncle who taught me when I was a florist. He was the one that said.
Heather used to be a florist.
Yeah, he was the one that said, you know, something that may look like junk to somebody else actually may not be. So, you know, always kind of keep your eye out for things. Okay, yeah, here, I'll take that. So these are my dollar store lights. There's 20 of them.
They might even work.
Yeah.
Well, we got lucky because on this fireplace, for some reason, right behind it is an outlet.
Yes, which is kind of nice.
Oh, they do work. Nice.
They work.
Oh, these are white.
I like white.
Look, no, they're white.
Oh, stink. Okay, well.
They're dollar brand. You never know what you're gonna get.
We'll have to hide them.
Okay.
Pretty well.
But we'll still use them.
Yeah.
Because we're cheap.
There we go. So there's that one.
Excuse me.
So we got the lights on here. And then we'll just
okay, so just real quick. This is the dog. Isn't she lazy? And then the cat is like right here by the fireplace.
And he's kind of a jerk about it too.
Yeah, that's
like,
kind of his spot.
He won't
and
let
if you
anybody
get in
else
your
be
spot,
there.
it's just obnoxious. Hello.
Well, I just heard Kevin.
I just did too. It was quite unsettling, to be honest with you.
Right, so
hearing your own voice.
I do have, like I said, these are on a white strands, so I'm just kind of putting them in here, and we will.
You know, as you hide them, you don't really notice them that much.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they'll work because
Yeah,
you'll put
they'll
other
work.
stuff on top of them, right?
Stuff in it, yeah.
That's
so I got
the key.
that going, and I mean, if I need to, I can always run to the dollar store and get some more lights.
That's right.
So, but I think the next thing I'm going to use is, again, I had an arrangement that had. Actually, I think I'm going to put my poinsettias in next. So these are my dollar store poinsettias that I got last year. And I cut them off and everything. I did arrangement with
Hi,
them.
Mindy Hoffman.
And I'm just reusing the stuff I had last year. I'm not going out and buying anything
Let's see.
really new. So
When you do that, I'm going to say hi to a few people.
Okay.
Noah's Ark, how are you? Marge, how are you? Butterfly Enterprises, how are you? Katie Goin Batty, how are you? Noah's Ark, how are you? Good to see y'all. Glad you guys are joining us on this fine Saturday evening.
yes. And so what I do is I kind of stagger them kind of. It's almost like if it was, this is how I learned it. If it was like a ladder and you were climbing it, you would go from here to here to here to here, like
Sideways.
the way your foot would go.
Yep.
So that's what I'm kind of doing here.
That's I've never heard her say that before.
Trying to space them out enough.
Oh, hey, Noah's Ark has a brand new grandbaby.
Oh, congratulations!
That's pretty awesome. We're excited about that. Hello from St. Louis. Cindy, how are you? Good to see you.
Which
From St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
Cindy McIntyre.
Okay, hi Cindy.
I think that's what it said. No. Yeah? Am I reading that right? Sorry.
So we don't have quite enough lights to go all the way down the sky. So it's a little dark here, but that's okay. We're going to work with what we have.
Well, and next time we're at the dollar store, maybe we can get some more.
Yeah, we can always do that. So, and this guy's a little close to the last one,
Yeah.
so we're going to put him right there. So we've got our poinsettias in. And let me think. What am I going to do next?
Decisions.
I think I'm going to put these in because I think that when the light hits it, it'll make it look pretty. Okay, so these were in an arrangement that I have. And it looks like ice on branches. So I pulled it out of the arrangement and I'm going to use it on my fireplace mantle. So just kind of.
Again, it's using the stuff that we, you know, it sat on the website for sale for a while and we never used it. So we just got it out of here.
Yeah. So we're just going to reuse. Kind of give it that
Very cool.
kind of outdoorsy.
And every year, we did a video similar to this last year where Heather showed you how to decorate a mantle like this. And I can't, maybe we can find the link and put it into a box somewhere. But really, it's interesting because every year she comes up with a brand new way of doing things. Every year she does something different. Every year she does something special.
All right, so just to kind of give you an idea, there's a space between the poinsettias is where I'm putting the ice things. So, and when I'm done with this, I'll have Kevin come up and show you what it looks like.
This is not Mufasa.
No, that is a super fat
Or Simba.
cat.
This is Walter. He was named after a youth ministry icon, and now he's scratching me horribly.
Yeah, he does not.
He does not like people.
He does not like to be held either.
Oh, he loves to be held. He's a big
super
butt.
scratchy, bleedy. All right, so I've got some ribbon here. This is probably the first thing that I actually bought. I needed some new ribbon for the tree and for the mantle. And the red kind of goes with the red in the tree and the red on my little sleigh down here. Can you move, honey? Maybe they can see the...
Yes.
You can't see. You just see the top of it. But
Right there.
yeah, that
The
was
sleigh.
the
That's
sleigh
from
that
last
I
year.
did last year.
Yep. Little fire in the fireplace, huh? Huh? We don't use that fireplace very often, but when we do, we sure do enjoy it.
All right, so I'm not sure what I'm going to actually do just yet with the ribbon. So
Decisions.
we might actually hold off on that. I might,
Yeah. While she's doing that, check this out. Look at this bow up here. This thing is gargantuan. She made that. She makes that fresh. Hey, it's good to see you too. Thinking of others. This bow Heather made, she does this thing where she can... I don't know how she does it. It's incredible.
All right, so now I'm putting in my scented pine cones.
They smell pretty good.
That's one of my things I love. I love the cinnamon pine cones that they come out with.
That's right.
So I'll put this guy up back here. Like that.
That's right.
And then, let's see, we're gonna put this one.
And those are dollar store too, or those big lots.
Those are big lots.
Yeah.
These were, let me think, these were $5 for this.
Nice.
So far we've got $5 in there.
$5.
So,
Very cool.
yeah.
We're gonna post some pictures to Instagram too. I put my train up, and we've kind of had a little bit of a rough time. Heather had these Thomas Kincaid houses in this village, and we've never really put my train up around her village. And so we're gonna leave some pictures up on Instagram for you guys to see of what we ended up doing with that. We're not quite done with it yet. We're still figuring out some pieces to it, but it was sure a lot of fun. Me and the boys, Max and Miles, helped get that thing. I mean, they set it up basically. I just pointed and told them what to do.
All right, so these pine cones, this is where you can take the actual branch part and actually stick it down in here, and it will hold your pine cone in. So I'm doing like the very end of it here.
I don't think they can see that.
Yeah. There we go. So there we go. So we've got our pine cones in.
Because it's a lot. Because you can just wrap it around it.
Yeah, you can just.
It's
like I didn't
very
wrap
bendy.
these just yet because I wanted to make sure they were in the right place.
Yeah.
But you don't even actually really even have to wrap it. You just have to shove it into the little parts of the pine cone, the little spaces.
And again, it's just keeping it as cheap and as low cost as possible. Two Family Homestead, happy holidays. How are you? We're decorating for Christmas.
They're halfway through Hanukkah now.
Happy
I
Hanukkah.
think. Is that right? Hanukkah started on the 2nd.
I believe. I'm not.
And I forget
versed.
what today is. So.
Okay. I think
I've lost
today's the
track
8th.
of my days.
Today is December 8th, I believe.
Oh, is it? Oh, well then, yeah, they're
Correct us. We know we're wrong.
a little more through half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
so
cool.
I think I want the light on the this side of the pine cone here, because
Okay.
I want it to kind of hit what looks like the ice.
Okay.
So
Making things glimmer.
making things glimmer, and we're gonna try to hide that white wire because that does annoy me.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
we'll redo it with green wire when you're not
Okay,
looking.
so let me see. All right, so I have some snowflakes here, and I don't know if I need.
Here, let's see. Let me see one of them.
Yeah, and I put them on wire to make it easier. Dollar store.
But leftover, right?
Yep, whole pack of these for $1. I think there was like 12 of them in a pack. So.
Hello from Illinois. Hi, Sandy.
All right, so we're gonna start sticking our snowflakes in here.
Sherry's cooking something. Lakes.
I think those are her potato pancakes.
Oh, nice.
They're, yeah.
They sound good.
Yeah. She made those last year. I remember watching a video on her doing that.
Awesome. So thanks for joining us live. We haven't been able to go live in a really long time because of my crazy work schedule. It's really good to be with you guys again. I hope you are checking out our channel and sharing it with people. Because we have not been able to give it too much time, although Heather's made some awesome Thanksgiving.
We've had quite a few new subscribers, which we're very thankful for. That just kind of
That's true.
Just kind of showed up.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, that's kind of cool. So.
Yeah. Sandy, thank you. Elaine
so there,
is. Yep.
There's that.
That's that.
So again, like, it doesn't necessarily, like, if you're not a Christmas person, you can decorate however you want.
Concept's still the same.
We are Christmas people.
Merry Christmas from Indiana.
All right, so now I've got, you're going to have to move because I'm going to have to, or you're going to have to move the camera.
I'll come over here.
All right, so I've got this bare spot kind of right here. So I have
And you're not leaving it bare.
I'm not.
And
I've got these candlesticks, and I'm not going to hit anyone with them, though they look like barbells.
Actually, they look. It reminds me of
dumbbells
Clue.
Oh yeah, I killed him with the candlestick in the living room.
Colonel Mustard in the yeah.
In the candy room.
And the candle with the.
In the den.
So I've got.
In the man cave.
Again, it's that whole kind of stepping down thing, and I got one more thing.
Oops, sorry.
To go here.
Ooh,
I got this little lantern. This is an IKEA lantern that we've had for
a long time.
Ever since
ever. So we're going to stick that guy here.
Yep.
And kind of give it different height levels. And these are going to make, because right now it looks a little squatty. These are going to make it taller because I got the candles to go on here. So.
You said squatty.
Squatty. Squatty. So we're going to put that guy.
Are we going to light the candles? Because they're awfully close to the wall.
That guy there. All right, so now. They're not as close to the wall.
When you when you light them, do not catch your wall.
So now we've got it kind of balances itself out. So you've got it coming here and coming down on this side, and then it goes over here and it goes up. So it's kind of balanced now. Here, I'll move so you can see it. So see,
Merry Christmas.
It goes up on this side and down on this side. So you need it to balance itself. Like any flower arrangement I ever did, if you had something that came out this way, you had to have something else that kind of went this way to kind of balance it out so it didn't look like it was getting ready to fall over.
It's got feng shui?
No.
No feng shui. Forget that.
Hey,
thank you very much.
I'm going to go ahead and light the candles. Thank you very much. What?
Hold on. Someone just Hoffman Family Homestead. Thank you. They just gave us $5.
Oh, well, that was really sweet. Thank you very much. So I'm going to go ahead.
Something. What do they call that?
Super chat?
Super chat. They just super chatted us.
Okay, so I'm going to light this guy. I always burn myself. I was never a smoker, so I don't light these things very well. So we got that little light there.
Are you sure you want to light those?
Yes, I'll light these. Just to make it look pretty. Don't blow them out.
I'm a stinker. Awesome.
Okay, there we go.
Now that looks awesome. Here, step out of the way there.
So there we go.
Have another look at it. That needs to be our thumbnail right there. Boom.
So that's our fireplace mantle all decorated.
That looks pretty, babe.
Looks good.
That
I
looks
like
wonderful.
it. It needs a little more lights.
It needs maybe a few more lights.
Yeah, a few more lights. I don't know.
If
It's got
has
40
more
lights.
It's gonna look like a firefly invasion.
Margaret Bedwell says your mantle is just beautiful,
Oh, thank you.
and Mindy said that's just beautiful.
So yeah, I like that. I'm pretty excited about there. You can see the flame better.
Geraldine, how are you?
Okay.
Good.
So
Awesome.
But yeah, I think I'm
Okay,
going to leave the ribbon out of it. I'm not going to put ribbon in. No, I think it'll be just too much. There is a point where it is too much.
No means no.
Except for lights.
Yep.
Except for lights.
You can connect. Yeah.
So when Kevin and I first met, I had a 4-foot tree, and that 4-foot tree had 1,400 lights on it. 4 foot, and he walked into my little tiny apartment and was like, "Oh my gosh,
that's right.
That's the brightest tree I've ever seen. Like, you can land a plane with that. That is super bright."
It was it was something I'd never experienced before.
Mindy Hoffman is asking where you got the manger sticker from.
I got that from Walmart, and they had all sorts of different ones. They had this one. They had the one that I wanted wasn't big enough.
But it's not a sticker. It
is.
But it won't ruin your wall.
It won't. It's not like
it's a giant adult sticker.
Yeah.
It's kind of got the tackiness, kind of just a little stronger than a Post-it note. And like I said, mine was. We have textured walls, and so I had to take my old library card to it.
See you later, Two Family. Thanks for joining us.
Scrape it along it to make it stick a little better. So, but yeah, I think, so in total, what I spent here is $2 for the lights, because I had 2 boxes of lights, $5 for the pine cones, and $8 for that.
It looks great.
Yeah.
Though. It really does.
So yeah,
it's
just kind of use what you have and do your thing.
Do your thing. Be you.
Yes.
Let you be you. Now we're gonna find a little way of making this all shorter and sit down and talk to you about how we do presents.
We can sit here.
And we'll have the tree as our background here. So
Okay.
we'll get things slimmed down here. But feel free to ask us questions because we know that. And there's a good shot of my chin. So anyway, babe, why don't you sit here and I'll be on the floor or beside you or something like that. Okay.
Do you want me to bring it?
No, I just need to make this shorter, please. Just grab that, grab that, and grab that.
Where did my phone go? I can
It's over here. It's right behind me.
Oh, okay.
Here, make that smaller, Max.
There's a lot of wiggling.
Sorry, guys.
They're gonna get seasick.
Don't lock it until I tell you to. Yeah, that's good right there. Perfect. Okay.
You know, I was looking at one of those, Margaret, the other day when I was at Big Lots.
Oh,
With those really long lighters to light the candles, and I had some, and they're all gone. We don't know where they are now. So
yeah.
They have a tendency to grow legs and walk away.
Am I squishing you?
You're good.
Okay.
You squish me all you want, baby. You and your little boy face.
I look weird, don't I?
You don't look weird. You're very handsome.
See, we have the phone turned around so I can see myself talking to you guys, and it's really weird for me. I'm not used to it. I just did it today, and then Heather cut my hair for me.
Yeah. We have Cher, who is in New Mexico, and she is binding a quilt while watching us. So
nice.
Katie's working on a quilt right now.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just
You stole her thunder.
So.
All right, so when we first got married, I was under the impression that you had to really, and I still love doing this, but I've tempered myself hugely. When we love Christmas, and that's why we decorate early. Heather doesn't like to decorate early, but we've found this great compromise
I feel
where
like you need to give Thanksgiving its day.
yeah, and I'm like, no, we should be decorated for Christmas already by Halloween.
The day after Halloween.
The day after Halloween is kind of my mark where I feel like we should be decorated. And as I've kind of gone through and watched all these different videos, there are people who side with me and there are people who side with Heather, and I don't care. That's just how I feel about it. I feel like it's fine for you to do you, and you should feel free to do that.
Kevin would have Christmas up all year round, I think, if you'd like.
And I would add to it probably on a regular basis because it's just the lights. And here's the thing too, we've had massive arguments about Christmas trees, and not like we're gonna get a divorce kind of arguments. Just I love her decorating style. She's great at it. But I grew up with colored lights.
I hate colored lights.
And she hates colored lights. And so even when I mention colored lights, she has a visceral reaction to it. I love colored lights, and so I've always wanted a Christmas tree that had colored lights on it, and I've never, since we've been married, I don't think we've ever had.
We did.
We had 2 trees.
We put colored lights and white lights on one year. And here's my thing, because this gives you a peek into my crazy. I'm one of those people that the section plate was made for me. I hate when my food touch. I don't like them to mix. So like things like when I was a little kid, like, you know,
your gravy spilling over to, oh yeah.
like that was like, oh,
yeah.
You know, I ate it and everything and it was good, but I would prefer them all separate.
Margaret's with you on that one.
Yeah. And
white lights only.
And so for me, like the colored lights, and my mom loves colored lights, and my dad loved colored lights, and I grew up with colored lights, and for me it was like, when I eat M&Ms, I pick them all out and I separate them all out by color because the blue ones taste the best, and so I'll eat them in a certain.
No. Use the other wood. Use the sticks, Jack.
I'll eat them in a certain order.
Is there any more of the flat wood left?
It's that. It's like M&Ms all over my Christmas tree. So I'm like, I can't.
And for me, I love that variety. It just feeds my ADD. I just love it. I think it's amazing. So I'm a huge fan of.
Hi, Mimo.
And so I'm a huge fan of colored lights and always have been. And when we had a different house, we had 2 Christmas trees. We had one downstairs for the kids and one upstairs that Heather decorated. And when we moved into a smaller house, of course, we couldn't do 2 trees.
Well, so. And it was, you know, when we lived in our other house in Ohio, we moved from this house to another one, and then we moved to Maryland. Well, now we're back in our original house. And the kids had like a 4-foot tree that was theirs. And this is my just growing up after a while, because I had been a florist, and because like one of my jobs was, oh well, you're young at the time. Yeah. You're like you can climb up and down the ladder and decorate the trees. And I mean, there was one year that I probably decorated like 20 different Christmas trees. And so that was my job, and so everything had an order and everything had a place and everything was perfectly spaced, and you know, when you have real little kids, like all the ornaments are on the bottom of the tree. And so Kevin was really sweet, and he's like, well, the kids are going to have their own tree, and they're going to be able to decorate however they want, and you are not allowed to touch it. And I tell you what, it looked like Santa barfed all over that tree, man.
It was awesome.
It was awesome. It was. I mean, it was like Christmas happiness all over the place.
It was pretty cool.
We had a giant sunflower in the top of it. Katie thought it was so awesome, and so she stuck a giant sunflower in the top of the tree. And
how long ago was this?
Oh, you were like 2.
You're small.
You were little tiny.
I'm like, when was
just real quick, so you can tell what we're talking to. Look here, that's our audience right now, and then the teenager is over there.
And then we've got this. Oh. Can they see that?
I'll have to turn it around here.
Okay.
Then we've got that.
And then we got the dog.
Yeah.
Warming herself, and the cat is probably under the table mad because she's in that spot.
that's in the warming spot,
because that's usually his spot.
But Christmases of the past taught us lessons about presents, and that's one of the things we want to talk about tonight, just in how we do. This is our family vlog. If you haven't watched us or you're new to us, then this is our family vlog, and we kind of share our thoughts and how we do things. We're basically, when we first got married, I was, hey, thank you, Sandy. One for colored lights. All right.
Ornaments.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
You know what we're missing? We're missing Creepy Santa.
No.
I think Creepy Santa got thrown away.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
We had an ornament that was
creepy.
Kevin's grandmother. She gave it to you.
Oh, yeah.
And I think she gave it to him because it was creepy. And it would scare our kids. Any kid who pulled it out of the Christmas box, they're like, no, Mom, I don't want to put that on the Christmas tree. He was like scary looking. So.
Yep, that's right. Good job, Jack. The basic gist of it, presents, let's try to get, I would go all out. I would spend easily $1,000 on, not per kid, but just on presents. And we found ourselves buying these toys that, frankly, the kids, they played with the box more than they played with the toy. We would find them broken 6 months later, or we would find them unappreciated under a bed somewhere, and it made us very aware that we don't need to buy everything for our kids. They can learn how to just get by. Hi, Joyce. And so I had a major issue with buying too many presents, and so Heather reeled me back in. There's still things that to this day I'll do that'll drive her nuts, but you reeled me in with a simple philosophy, and it's this. And if you want to know, here's what it is. Maybe write this down because it's good. I was surprised at how good this was. What do they need? What do they read? And what do they want? Need, read, and want. And that's what dictates what we get our kids for Christmas. And even when, I mean, this year Max was like, I don't want anything to read. He's still going to get something to read. But at least it's a guideline for us to figure out what it is we should get.
Well, and I think that like the eye-opening moment for you was, and you know, I'm at home with the kids, and when they're little, you know, there's toys everywhere, all over the place and stuff, and you know, Kevin really struggled with, you know, well, I need to get them something. And I think my dad was the same way. I mean, it was like Christmas was his big thing, and he loved it, and he loved getting stuff, and you know, the look on people's faces when they opened it, and things like that. And for us, there was one time we were cleaning the house, and I had the kids bring down every toy they didn't play with, things that had gotten broken, things that, you know, pieces that were missing, and put it, I mean, and it filled up our entire dining room table, the bench, the chairs, and all around the floor. And I said, and that's just in a year that has kind of happened. And it was kind of eye-opening for him, because he was like, oh. Yeah. And I said, our kids know that they're loved. They don't need stuff to know that they're loved. They need for their mom and dad to show them they love him, to tell them they love him. And
what's my love language?
His love language is words of affirmation. And physical touch is yours.
No, I know, but there's a joy in my heart. I love to give.
Yeah.
I really do, and I love to give as to show appreciation, and to say thank you, and to say I love you. I give, and I'll buy things for Heather, and she'll be like, "What'd you give me this for?" Because I love you, and I want you to have this brand new Chihuahua or whatever. But
duck.
Yeah, here's a duck.
Here's 2 ducks.
That was more
Look
for
what
me.
I got you. I'm like, I didn't ask for ducks.
We ate that duck. And then something else ate the other duck.
It didn't taste good.
I don't know. Anyway, Ducky Joe's, is that what we called it?
Yeah, we had Ducky Joe's.
Anyway, need,
Kiwi,
read, and
Kiwi
want.
Homestead Wannabes here from New Zealand.
Oh,
our New Zealand
awesome.
friend.
How are you, Kiwi?
So
good to see you.
Yeah, so need, read, and want.
So we asked the kids, we stopped guessing. Write down what you need, what you read, what you want. And need, we have to help them decipher that a little bit, because I need a new Lego set. No.
That goes in the want category.
That's the want category. I need underwear. Yeah. You need underwear. I need socks. Yeah, that's good. I need
jeans, because Mom just bought me jeans 2 weeks ago, and I've grown an inch and a half.
Oh my gosh.
Now
Let me tell
you,
the kids are it's not just Jack. It's the kids in general. Max went through his growth spurt, but the thing is Max should just pass them down to Jack and Miles. And there was a time where Jack and Miles were in the same exact size.
Yeah.
And they might still be. I don't know.
Well, and sometimes they're pretty rough by the time they get to Miles. Knees are blown out.
Yeah.
You know, poor Miles is probably. For a while there, it was like a poor kid. Like he didn't have a pair of pants that didn't have holes in the knees, because he just. Yeah. Well, he's telling me he doesn't have any right now. And that's the thing. Like, I will buy their jeans at. Rarely do I buy them brand new. I usually buy them at the Salvation Army store or Goodwill or something like that. I get ones that are pretty good quality and very lightly used, because they just go through them so quickly. I mean. A boy is not a boy unless he has holes in his in his knees. So
that's funny.
Yeah.
But we really help them decipher what is a need, and then read what we really want to see our kids reading. I mean, even if it's something that is not is even if it's Christian fiction or if it's just an instruction manual or something that they're interested in, like Legos or Peanuts or whatever.
Yeah.
We want to see them reading. What do you say?
I was gonna say Noah's Ark says, I do need underwear. Psycho pup keeps eating everything.
That's
But, so
weird
yeah, I
and-
mean,
yeah, that happens.
We want our kids to read, and then and what we usually ask is for 2 things in each category. So if we can't get number 1, then
Yeah.
we can look for number 2.
Exactly.
And if we can't find either one, then it's parents' discretion what you get.
Exactly.
So
And one isn't always easy because their interests change, and it's not always Legos, but most of the time it is, luckily. But there are things that they're growing into as teenagers that if we tried to buy them what they want, I think we would be keeping up with the Joneses. And I think we've done a good job of limiting what we purchase and how much we spend per Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
But here's, I think, one of the keys for us in budgeting. One of the frustrations was I used to wait to the last minute to buy things. I used to wait until the week before Christmas to kind of get out there and get things. And selection's gone, and people are jerks to you, and it's just bad. And so this year, I kind of turned over a new leaf and started way back in October or late October, early November, and started buying things. And of course, we got some good deals on Amazon, and we got some good things that are coming. She ate a candle and then got real thirsty. I yelled at her. I can't read the rest.
I yelled at her. Yeah, I guess eating candles makes you thirsty.
Well, it probably does. Sorry, I don't know why I'm yawning
That's
so
all
much.
right.
Miles, could you get me some iced tea, please?
It's kind of warm in this room.
It is.
now.
It feels nice.
Yeah.
I feel cozy, hanging out with my bride and talking with my friends who we haven't seen in forever.
Well, I wanted to also tell it too. Like we do, like I said, most of my decorations and stuff. A lot of them I got at the Dollar Tree. I said
Yeah.
the Dollar Store, but it's actually the Dollar Tree, the one with
yeah.
the green sign, Dollar
Yeah.
Tree. But our kids, I don't know if you guys have these in your area, but there's a store called Five Below. And they have
Below.
actually everything is $5 and below, and they've got some really kind of cool stuff this year.
Yeah. Some
Like-
of it's disposable, some of it's not.
I mean, Katie got some gifts for her cousins that are really kind of neat. Like, you know, if you have, like little kids who are interested in like crafty things like painting or ornament making or jewelry making, or
Yeah.
if you have like teenagers that are into like the mask thing that you put on your face, or
Yeah.
nail polish, or
Yep.
little makeup-y things, like they have quite a nice selection of stuff.
They have lip balm that's flavored like candy bars.
Yeah, they
And
used
soda.
to have them where it was like Cheetos and French fries, and I think people realized that those tasted nasty. But they also have like cute little T-shirts,
Yeah.
like little blankets, like pajama pants, things like that. I mean, things like, you know, if you're buying something for like a niece
Thank you,
or a
Miles.
nephew or something like that. I mean, it can get pricey when you have, you know, there's like what? Is it 11 grandkids?
Yeah, there's a lot.
And my mom would know, she's on here, but on my side of the family, and when you have to buy for all of them, like, you know, that can get kind of pricey. And
Yeah.
so, you know, it's Five
And-
Below's kind of a cool place to get stuff like that for, and the other thing too that they have is they have cookbooks that are like, I mean, like
Cheap.
legit cookbooks, and they're all under $5. And so if you have somebody in your family who loves cooking, like that's a good place
That's
to
a
go.
good place to
So,
go.
Yeah.
I would also suggest that maybe you and your family talk about having some boundaries. You know, I don't know that our family's ever talked about this per se, but let's not go crazy with gifts. I mean, it's fine if you want to do that. 10 grandkids plus the moms and dads.
So
Yeah, okay.
there's 6 of us plus mom, that's 7, and then the 10 grandkids.
Yeah.
So
And so I feel like maybe there's a time when you just need to agree as a family, hey, either we're going to do the Secret Santa or we're going to we're just going to make it an agreement that maybe Christmas isn't going to be as expensive. We're not going to buy for everybody, or we're going to have a Secret Santa.
Yeah.
We make our kids do Secret Santa.
yeah.
So that, I mean, could you imagine each kid having to pay for 3 other kids, that would
Yeah.
put us in the poorhouse because you know if they don't have jobs or if they don't have a gig, who's paying for their gifts? We are, or you are. And so I would say keep it simple, make it fun. They can do drawings. We've actually stopped. Secret Santa has done it a little differently this year just because they could never keep a secret, and so we did it closer to Christmas than we ever have
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, and yes, Barbara, we do. We do have
What's
a
that?
carbon monoxide detector.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, and
Sure.
Joyce said that Five Below stores are great. We get small gifts for each of the 12 days of Christmas. They have some really cute, cheap stuff. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So,
For sure.
I mean, just hats, gloves. I mean, I even saw sneakers there. I mean, it was.
It's a good place.
Earphones. That's where we actually get our kids earbuds and they actually prefer the actual earphones when they're doing their schoolwork and stuff.
I think Katie
So-
likes the earbuds though.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Max
I
does, too.
think she likes the earphones better, don't you? Like the ones that actually cover your head, because she was saying that she has sometimes trouble with them staying in her ears.
I know Max likes the earbuds.
Yeah, Max
but,
likes the
yeah.
earbuds, but
I do too. I prefer them. I don't.
But
Well, you can't fit headphones in your pocket. That's my thing.
yeah,
Like, because
She wants to travel, so
yeah.
she's
So,
wearing her stuff.
but they've got stuff like that. Well, you got a Bluetooth speaker that
Yeah.
you use in your car.
Yeah.
It's one of the ones that you're supposed to stick in your shower, but
Yeah.
I mean it works in the car. He
It's
uses
much
it.
better in the car because
So-
my car doesn't have Bluetooth for it to sync with the radio.
Yeah.
So we brought in this extra speaker and we just stick it to the mirror or window or something like that.
Margaret, we don't. I
Yeah,
think
we do have an Ollie's.
the closest one is Wilmington, isn't it?
No, we have one down by where the old Toys R Us used to be by the Dayton Mall.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah.
Like the first time we were ever introduced to Ollie's was when we lived in Maryland.
Oh, yeah.
We went to one
I'd
there.
never heard
and
of it until then.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of Big Lots.
Oh man, it's just you got everything
Yeah,
in
they
there.
have everything there. So,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, that place is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think we need to probably make a trip there just for kicks and giggles.
Yes.
So,
So-
hey, Big Family Homestead. Hi, Krista.
Hi guys.
How are you?
Hi Krista.
Good to see you. Welcome to our Christmas episode live stream.
It has been scary, the stuff that they have found in their butts that they're redoing.
It
like
has
there's
been.
medical waste, people's what was it, medical records, and she's like, we're burning them. So, I'm like it's just crazy the things that get lost. So
Krista, we miss you too. Well, don't worry about yawning. We're yawning because we're tired.
yeah, it's been it's been a long week. So we've got one more to go. One more? Is that right?
Two more.
2 more.
Before
Two
Christmas.
more, and then we're on our Christmas vacation is gonna start.
Yep.
Like they'll be done with school on Friday, and then we're off for like 2 weeks.
Well, I'm not. I'm gonna take
He's
3
not,
days
but,
off though.
yeah.
Because we're gonna have a Christmas extravaganza.
We are.
Well, we've got Christmas Eve at our church, and that is going to be awesome. Guys, let me tell you, Katie did her first solo. Max did his first solo. Oh, my Lanta.
Katie hasn't done hers yet.
Katie's
does
going to
hers
do
first.
hers.
Solo has already passed.
Um,
Or-
I'm happy to see you guys, too.
Yeah.
We just, to hear Max sing, he's top notch. All of our kids are great singers.
It was
and
so
all of
sweet.
them are going to be singing in this choir. And they just did an amazing job.
Yeah.
We're just so pleased.
Well, and Max, he it was the Thanksgiving Eve service, and
Yeah.
I was not going to go because
yes, we
were
have a
having-
Thanksgiving Eve service.
we were having Thanksgiving at his mom's house, and so she opened her house up, and I said, I'll do the turkey, and I'll bring most of the food and everything, because she had to rearrange furniture in her house and everything, and I wasn't going to come. And so Max told Kevin, he was like, Mom's got to come.
You got to make sure Mom is there.
And so, Kevin's like, I really think you should go. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll go. And
I'm glad you did, because I couldn't be there.
He had a solo. And oh my God, I was in tears. I was just in tears. I'm like,
Hey, can you close the door so
that's
that he doesn't
my
skid?
boy. And he did such a
around.
good job. And I was so frustrated because I was so excited about it, and I was trying to video it for Kevin because he had 2 calls that night that he had to go on and he couldn't be there.
Yep.
And daggone it, I took pictures instead. Like I thought I was, you know, you have your iPhone out and you think you're videoing something, and I actually took a picture instead, and I got none of it. So it was just special for me.
Well, you got a little portion of it, but man, I'm so excited for them. So we again we got some Christmas game coming.
Yeah.
So Christmas Eve we're gonna be doing stuff with our church.
Mm-hmm.
Then Christmas Day we're gonna be with my mom because she was my brother comes and spends time with her on Christmas Eve, so they go to church together. They have dinner with Gabe and Dee and the whole family, with those folks, and then that's my brother.
Yes, we will, Mom.
And then Christmas Day, we're at my mom's house. Well, we're at our house, and then we're at my mom's house.
Yeah.
And then the day after that, it's even more. The day after that is even more hilarity. And that's the one where I get excited about because it really is. Oh man.
You're gonna set your fingers on fire.
The boys are playing with the fire, and it just makes me nervous. But they're doing fine. They're doing fine.
My grandma used to say, if you play fire, you're
You stoked the fire. It went well. No worries. But I just feel like Christmas time is that time to like take the time off work, spend time with your family if you can, and because there's going to be many more days to work.
Yeah.
You're going to have plenty of days to work.
Well, and I'm like I said, I'm really excited for the kids and this choir thing and everything, and I'm very thankful because the gentleman that kind of runs this, like we've known him for a while, and he is just an incredible musician. I mean, Glenn is just, and he has, my kids have been in like praise bands and stuff before, but he has brought out in them a confidence that I have never seen before.
Oh,
and I mean, has fostered at one point, I think he told Max, he's like, "You're not sounding confident. You need to sing like you've got confidence." And Max was like, "Okay." So, but I'm just really appreciative of that. And it's kind of exciting because, you know, not all of our kids will probably want to do it, but I know, I listen to my kids sing, and like Miles is coming up into the 6th grade, and like he can join too. Voice. And it's like, that's so cool. So.
The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. I'm in a store and I'm singing.
If you guys don't know, that's the movie Elf. So we've watched Elf. We've watched A Christmas Story. We've watched It's a Wonderful Life. We've watched White Christmas.
We watched Arthur's Christmas.
We watched Arthur Christmas.
Arthur Christmas.
By the way, my favorite movie.
We've watched.
I love Arthur Christmas. Very creative. We need more creative and less like remakes. I don't need another remake of Miracle on 45th Street or whatever it is.
34th Street.
25th Street or 355th Street or whatever it's called. I don't need any more remakes. What I need is an original movie with original ideas, thoughts. Of course, I guess there's nothing new under the sun. Yeah, White Christmas is is one of our favorites.
Oh, we also watched. Now, this is my favorite version of this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Which is A Christmas Carol. And it's the 1984 one with George C. Scott in it. I remember watching it with my dad, and
Marley.
And I was like 8 when it came out, and I can remember there were certain things on TV that would scare me. And when I was really little, I remember my dad watching The Incredible Hulk, and whenever he would change and his eyes would get all weird and stuff, I'd hide behind the couch.
For sure.
Because it scared me. And then when Jacob Marley would come in, I'd hide behind the couch because it would scare me. So, but to this day,
hi, cat lover.
I still... Like, that is one of my all-time favorite versions of that movie. And I just think it's
Jacob
just
Marley walks in the room and she starts shivering.
Yeah.
It's just like, ah!
It's so well done. I think George C. Scott makes an excellent Scrooge.
And then he brightens up. He makes a great good guy, too, when he comes back from it, you know?
I like the Ghost of Christmas Present because he's, like, happy with a little bit of crazy thrown in there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, he calls Scrooge out on his junk too. I like that very much. I think that's awesome.
So that's probably my favorite version of it. So I think we still have like Rudolph and we still have Frosty and stuff like that. But you know, as the kids get older, they don't watch it as much. But Charlie Brown's Christmas, where Linus tells the story of Christmas. I love that part. I just love that part. Yes, baby.
He just said loud. Guess it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. Guess it just doesn't necessarily have to be in tune. LOL. That's very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
yes, It's a Wonderful Life. Love that movie.
It's a Wonderful Life. Those are all great movies, but I think if I talk about my favorite, my all-time favorite Christmas movie, my go-to would probably be A Christmas Story. With the kid and the Ralphie, you'll shoot your eye out.
Christmas is mine.
Katie says, "Oh, I thought you liked We're No Angels."
That one's good too, but I don't.
The original We're No Angels,
Yeah,
the
not
ones
the
with
other
Humphrey Bogart in it.
Yeah.
Like, she really like.
It's black and white TV. I can't
actually,
handle
it's in
that.
color,
It's
isn't
in
it?
color.
But it's an old one.
It's an old one.
So yeah.
I don't like A Christmas Story. I have one person that I know.
Yeah, I just feel like
Yeah.
the Christmas Story, it has that one. It has like a bunch of things in there that was actually like what I felt at Christmas time. Like you wanted something in particular, but you knew your mom would never buy it for you. But then you always ended up getting something close to it, or you got it. Mm-hmm. The other thing that they do is they had the bully aspect, which I had to walk to school every day. So I had the bully aspect. I actually it was rare, but I was actually bullied by a girl on the way to school. I got my butt kicked almost daily on my way walking to school, almost every day. The windows that were dressed for Christmas, the leg lamp. Oh my gosh!
It must be French.
It was so hilarious. It's like when that kid goes, I couldn't. My mom couldn't help. I couldn't help but stare at the gleam of hot sex in the window, and I just died laughing at that line because that was the ugliest lamp I'd ever seen in my life.
And the battle that goes on with it.
Oh,
where
yeah.
The mom will turn that lamp out, but every lamp light in the house will be on.
Absolutely. You turned it out. What are you doing? And then Ralphie and the
where they
Scud Farkus. I love Scud Farkus.
Where the kid gets his tongue stuck to the
Yes, that's what I was trying to say.
Well, I remember my grandma talking about when she was little that there was a kid that they got their tongue stuck to the pump handle. Like I think it was she was saying at
I've
school
licked
or
metal
something.
at cold days.
Well, I've licked the top of like when I was little, like the orange juice container where it was the concentrate. You're like, I mean, my mom was smart enough just to put water on it and it would pull it off.
Yeah,
but,
melt it.
You know, yeah. When they're all in the classroom, they're like, "Where's Flick?" They're like, "Flick?
Flick who?"
Like every little kid's done that. Like you get in trouble. And all of a sudden, you don't know who that kid is.
yeah, that's pretty funny, actually. So
poisoning.
So that's right. Soap poisoning. That movie just has so many things that are familiar in it. Now, we never had neighborhood dogs come in and steal our turkey.
No.
But even now,
there was an incident at Thanksgiving where the turkey wasn't cooked all the way at somebody's family. It wasn't ours.
At someone's.
At someone's
we
house.
will not mention.
We won't mention.
We won't mention who.
She said it made a great story though.
Yeah, that is true. And then we've eaten Chinese on a holiday, so
when we first moved to Maryland, we ordered Chinese from Bruce Lee's for
That's
Christmas.
right. And it was so good too.
It was.
Man, it was awesome.
It was expensive too, man.
Yeah, it really was.
I don't remember
But
that.
anyway, it
You
was
were little.
Yeah, SMO. You ate it though.
You
ate
ate
a ton of it. So those are some of our favorite Christmas. Did we cover the whole need, read, and want thing?
Yes,
did
we
we
did.
finish
Yeah.
that up? Okay. Because I know there's a bunch of catching up we're doing right
Yeah.
now. What else have we been up to? What else do these wonderful folks?
I've been taking the kids out one by one to get their Secret
Christmas
Santa
presents,
stuff
yeah.
done, and I think, I'm not sure when it's going to happen, but Kevin's been talking about maybe I'm going to go make candy with the ladies in my family, which is always awesome because
This is an epic day.
it is. It is so funny because it is all. What was it my dad used to say? All these chiefs and not enough Indians in one place. So you've got my mom, my grandma, my Aunt Kathy, me, my Aunt Wavana.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah.
Joyce Britt says, a friend of mine didn't know you have to cook a frozen pie once. We never let her live it down. LOL. That is so funny that you wouldn't know to pick. Okay, go ahead.
But so we have all of these women in this house, and my mom's not particularly bossy.
No. No.
But some of her sisters can be sometimes.
Here's the thing.
And my grandmother has earned the right to be because she's 89 years old.
I would never say anything bad about the women in your family.
It's so much fun because there is just so much chaos that happens.
It is quite the
and that's
experience.
part of the fun of it. And my it's funny because my sister-in-law, she is the one that rolls out the pecan sandies, and she's like, I get this job every year and I don't know why, because I don't ever eat these.
Yeah, pecan sandies are like when they're I will eat them at the very end. I like them only if they're the only thing in the house to eat.
But my aunt Kathy makes Buckeyes, and I don't know if Buckeyes are an Ohio thing or some people call them peanut butter balls, but here in Ohio they look like a Buckeye, which is our state tree. And she makes these incredible Buckeyes.
I think they're familiar with the Ohio State Buckeyes.
And then my grandmother, we make her peanut brittle recipe, and we make her toffee.
Yeah. Oh, I love
peanut brittle toffee.
The toffee has this thin layer of chocolate, dark chocolate on it. Oh, it's about that thin. It's like a Heath bar only. Oh, my goodness.
And so there's, let me think, oh my gosh, there's so many other things that they make too. I mean,
it's good.
When I was little, my grandmother used to always make Rice Krispie treats, and that's something that doesn't show up anymore, and I'm not sure why.
That's gonna be Jack's birthday.
Yeah, Jack wanted him for his birthday, but then again, he also said he wanted to try making homemade Jolly Ranchers. So,
why not?
No, because we can't put candles in it, son. That's why.
It's really hard to put candles in a Jolly Rancher.
Okay,
and the one thing I appreciate about Jack is he never gives you a normal, like, I want chocolate cake with chocolate icing. It's always like
Krista, my mom is the best.
Yes, she is. But he always comes up with something creative. Like one year we did Krispy Kreme donuts and stacked them on a cake and then put candles in it. Did I miss you decorating the tree and talking about it?
Yes.
That was on another video, I think.
Wait,
didn't we do a video on that?
On the tree. We did the
video. We did a video on this.
Oh. There's my fireplace mantle there.
The fireplace mantle.
Yep.
All the lights.
It has. Hold on. Let's show.
Has the light.
It's got the wording up there.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Got to see the whole thing.
So that's that's Jack in front of the fire.
Yeah.
So, but
we decorated him too.
Yeah. So
we gave him our good looks.
Yeah, did. We did it kind of talked and walked everyone through it. So
yeah, so you're and you're 50, you're almost 60 minutes into our show.
Yeah.
So we're glad you're here. We're glad you're with us. I know he has grown up.
So
let me tell you, almost every Batson kid can look me dead in the eye.
Well, Krista, I was telling them, I'm like, Jack, we went out and bought him pants, and like not 2 weeks after I bought him pants, I'm looking at him going, those things are too short again.
Oh yeah,
so
for
like
sure.
he hit this growth spurt, and I'm like,
you said you shouldn't have tricked me out of getting you those 16s.
Yeah, I told him, I said I should have bought you a bigger size, but the problem is when I buy him long enough in the legs, he's only about this big around in the waist.
Yeah.
So, and he's almost at the end of boy sizes, so they don't make men's pants with that stretchy elastic in it where you can pull them in and then button them to make the waist smaller.
I don't use that. I use a belt.
But yeah,
Well, cool. And we do have some other videos on decorating, so check them out. Heather does a great job decorating. I just noticed the other day that we've got some new subscribers, and I just wanted to say hi to everyone that's a new subscriber and say thank you so much for subscribing to our channel. I just saw Krista say something.
Oh, she says they're having the same problem with Hope.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Just growing like a weed.
Well, and then it's like they eat everything. Like,
Oh,
it's really
my
hard to
gosh.
keep food in the house. It's
It
like,
is.
And it's just like this vacuum where, and then they just...
Yeah, we eat, and then after that we get a snack, and then after that we grab something to eat, and then
Yeah.
once we're all done with that, we grab some food. But oh yeah, Heather
I've
makes a
already
crab
had-
rangoon dip.
I've had requests for Christmas already, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't make all of it, or we're going to be like
Why not?
400 pounds.
Well, maybe
So,
we need to space it out and do
yeah.
some during
But
like
the crab rangoon dip
Year's
is really
Eve.
good because if you like crab rangoon that you get from the Chinese restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
like this takes out the whole stuffing in it in the wontons. So
Yeah.
you make like wonton chips and then you make the dip to go with it, and it just
it's so good. Oh
So,
my gosh, it's
But
right
anyway,
down to us.
what I was getting ready to say like way back ago is that after I get done making candy at my mom's house,
Yeah.
Kevin actually wanted me. He thought maybe it'd be nice to do a live video and make just some of our favorites here. Like I
Yeah.
mean, some of them are like super simple.
Well, here's one of the simplest and one of my favorite. You take Ritz crackers,
Mm-hmm.
you put crunchy peanut butter on them, and you put them in a sandwich, and then you dip them in milk chocolate or white chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so good, folks.
Yeah.
It is so good. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And then there's others that you do like.
Alicia, we have not checked our PO box in a
Well,
while.
we will.
And we need to.
We need to.
We haven't gotten. Life has been so crazy
Yeah.
around here. We haven't gotten to it.
We do have
So-
a P.O. box number, and here's the thing: some of our videos keep automatically putting in our old P.O. box number. Ignore any P.O. box number from Mason. That's not the one we are at anymore. We've got the 263.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's P.O. Box 263 or 283.
It's Dayton, Ohio.
It's Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah.
It should be listed down below. If it's not, you can always email us and we'll send you our P.O. box
I think the
number.
ornament that you sent us, I'm not sure where it is.
It's in there.
But the one that Alicia sent us last year is on our tree somewhere.
Yeah.
I forget. Nope, that one's not. That one's Isabel's.
Yeah.
But-
What does it look like?
Shoot. It's
Let's
here
see.
somewhere.
There's
when
someone
I see
saying
it.
something here. I need
When I
to read.
see it, I'll find it. But
Oh, is it the
That was my late husband's favorite, Eric. He didn't even like to share it. The address below is the Mason address. Okay, forget that address. Don't pay attention to that one. For some reason, I've changed our automatic. When we come on live, I've changed that like 20,000 times, and it doesn't save it for some reason. It's a glitch in the system. So I'll go back and change it after we get done with this. So I apologize for that snafu.
Barscombe Farms. Says
Yeah.
hello. Hi. Hi, Eileen.
Glad you're with us.
Yep.
Glad you're with us. Yeah, so what else is going on? What have we not talked about? You know what we never really did is we never showed you the garden prep that we did for our garden for winter. We never showed them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
we do a thing with our garden for wintertime. We stripped it all clean. I think we showed them a little bit of that.
Took the plants out of the garden and put them in the compost pile. And then the boys have been raking and blowing the leaves into either the compost pile or our garden beds. And then the other thing that we've been doing is we've been taking the ash from the fireplace. We have, it's mostly maple and oak that
Yeah.
we've been burning. And they've been putting that into the garden beds, and they can start putting it in the compost pile too. And we'll just
Yeah.
rake it around in there.
Well, we have
So
the leaves
getting-
in there. Did you mention that?
Yeah, we put
Okay.
the leaves in there.
Shout out to Katie and her sewing videos. There's someone that misses those.
Oh yeah,
That just time gets away from me. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
and-
You get these plans, and then all of a sudden
yeah.
life happens.
Well, and she's just had her weekends have been
Yeah.
pretty busy. Like, I don't know, not last weekend,
Yeah.
but the weekend before, she was dog sitting for somebody, and so
Yep.
she was gone all weekend.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, we're not the normal YouTube channel, and the fact that we're not spit and polish, and we're not. This isn't our full-time job. We vlog to share with friends across the
Yeah.
country what we're doing, and so we don't have a lot of disposable income. I have to work, and we've got rhythm to our life that just keeps us very busy.
Well, and I think maybe while we're on like Christmas vacation, that might be a time where maybe her and I can get back to doing that.
Yeah, maybe.
And maybe not necessarily have it be on a Saturday, but maybe a different day of the week.
Sure.
And just kind of do that. And then
I
that way
think they would love it.
That way we can get her apron done.
Absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, the time just gets away from you. I mean, there's a bunch of videos that I thought, man, we really should show them that. We should show them this, do this, do that. But you know, it
Well,
just
it's
doesn't.
weird because like our highest watched video is actually nothing to do with gardening or cooking or anything like that.
Nope.
It was my one where I made the really simple like ear warmer. Like that's our highest watched video, and
Yep.
I'm like, and it's the funny thing is, it was one of the first crochet ones that I did. And I don't do very many of those because it's really hard to film with an iPhone, and
Yeah.
so I thought it really wasn't like that great. But I mean, I've got a lot of people who have watched it, and a lot of people who have commented on it,
Like
because it is left-handed.
Yeah.
So
Over 9,000 views. I mean, there was a video of me fixing something wrong with our old minivan that we don't have anymore. And I'm telling you, people are watching that. There was a guy that was saying compliments. So anyway, I see some comments
she
coming up.
said,
I don't know what's going on.
Cat Lover says, Kevin, I'm not regular with my channel either. I video when I can, and I just enjoy you folks. Thanks for coming on. Well, I mean, it's just, we kind of have to roll with the rhythm of our life.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we'll have times, you'll see that there'll be times where we have a few more videos. That's because we had a little more time. So, and it's just, you know.
Krista, we've been praying for your cold, by the way.
Yeah, her and Brad both have been
Yeah, Brad
sick.
and both of you. The whole
Yeah.
family, I'm sure, is wrestling with it. Bonnie Dixon says, Kevin, has anyone ever told you sound like Glenn Beck? You really do. No one has ever told me that.
Now that someone has said something like you do kind of sound a little bit like him.
Okay. Well, I don't really watch Glenn Beck, although I have nothing against Glenn Beck.
Yeah.
Just
I
not
listen
that-
to him. So,
Heather watched
yeah.
them, and nobody's ever said that. They've said I have a face for radio.
You have that.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You have that radio voice. So.
Oh yeah.
I just
Okay.
got that.
Yeah. We've been watching all kinds of videos. Good Lord.
Yeah. Well, I go on. I kind of go like most of the time during the week.
Yeah.
I don't catch a whole lot of them.
No.
And so usually sometimes like Saturday is kind of like my day to
Yeah.
catch up a little bit because I'll do my homeschool planning on Wednesday. So my homeschool planning goes from Wednesday to Wednesday because when my kids are at church Wednesday night, I can sit in the cafe and I can do my planning there, and it's quiet and I don't have anybody asking me any questions, and I can just kind of put my headphones in and just kind of go through that. And so I grade
Check.
as they go. I don't
Enough.
save all of my grading like for a certain day of the week. I just find it easier to grade as I go, and then they can put it in their portfolio box.
Yeah.
So so Saturday is not like a day where like I have to do grading or I have to plan for next week, or because I find when I have to do that kind of stuff on Saturday, it just stresses me out.
Yeah.
Because Saturday I'll usually save for, like, say if I need to go to the library and I need to make some copies because I bought the wrong ink cartridge for our printer, which I did. So, but I took
My
it back
bad.
and I got a new one. But
Yeah.
it's one of those things. The library is close enough that I could go, oh, daggone it. So
Should I tell them about our paperweight?
our paperweight?
Yeah.
No,
I think we should. Just a little bit.
no, I don't wanna.
Okay. All right.
I don't wanna. So,
We got a new paperweight. I'll tell you about it later.
Yeah, I'm not ready to talk about it.
She's
yet.
not ready to joke about it.
I'm
Okay.
mad.
Anyway, so homeschooling's been going well. My jobs, I've got 2 jobs now. I work in the morning, I work in the afternoon, and I work in the evening again. and it has been a hefty pace. Let me tell you, we're gonna be ending that pace soon, or it's gonna. I tell you, it's just gonna floor me. I'm not gonna be able to keep up
We'll
with it.
be praying for you, Alicia. That's scary.
Yeah, that is.
She's got her heart rate has been
Oh yeah,
crazy.
yeah. We'll
It's
be
kind
praying
of been
for
that
you.
way a little bit all week, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
And if you do guys have prayer concerns that you want to share with people, we have a little place called the Goin Batty Devo where we allow people to come and join, and on our Facebook page over there on Facebook, you can submit your prayer concerns. They'll be prayed for, and it'll be done in confidence, so you don't have to worry about it being shared over the interweb everywhere. But you can have confidence that we've got a great group of people praying. So anyway, the rhythm of the jobs that I have it's just outrageous. I mean, it's just very busy right now.
thank you, Krista.
And yes, keep praying for us, because I know God is definitely doing something big. He's got something going for us, and we'll be talking about that as it kind of
We're
gets
just
settled.
praying for wisdom and discernment right now because
This isn't a permanent pace. I don't think I can keep it up.
So, but I mean, but we're doing what we need to, and
Well,
God is.
Oh,
here's
he's
the
meeting
thing,
our needs. I
is
mean, it's
that
incredible.
We have a home.
Yeah,
We have food. We have clothes. We
Yep.
have warmth. God has never let us go without.
that's right. God
Ever.
is totally at our back.
Not ever in our entire time
Yep.
have we ever been married. I mean, there have been times when we were really young, and
Jack, you can bring those if you want.
we had just had Katie, and I remember like thinking one time, like, I don't know how we're gonna have enough money for groceries, and
Yeah.
then I look outside our apartment sliding door, and there are bags of groceries sitting there.
Yeah.
We never found out who they were from.
Nope.
And we didn't even tell anyone that we needed anything.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, so he has always provided for us.
For sure.
And
we've gotten and one of the like blessings that we don't talk about is too much is the church that we go to now.
yeah.
We've been blessed by a community of believers that we're really feeling welcome there.
Yeah.
We're really feeling, like it's a good place, and you got to have faith in these weird times when you're not really sure where all the money's going to come from, and you're not really sure, are you going to make ends meet at the end of the month? There's not an issue of am I going to make it or not. It becomes an issue of prayer and of faith, and just spending time talking to God about the issues that are going down versus trying to worry yourself to death. And I think that's where I failed in a number of places. It's just one of those things where you've got to have faith that God is going to do what he says he's going to do, and he's going to be faithful to you, and he's not going to bail, and he's going to meet that need even at the last hour.
Yeah.
Right when you think it's all lost, he's
Yeah.
going to be there.
And I think too that we live in a world where it is, you have to have this, and you have to have that, and you have to have this, and
You don't.
And when we look at it, it's like we have what we need to be happy. We
Yeah.
have what we need to be content. I have my family. I have most of all my Savior, and and he provides for us.
Oh yeah.
And so we don't need to keep up with everybody else. We are right where we're supposed to be right now.
That's
So,
right. That's
yeah.
right. And he's been very faithful to us, and there's a lot of things that we just have to continue to be thankful for as we go through the holiday season. And I think that's why that's the new purpose and the new meaning behind Christmas for me, is being thankful for the things that we have, and being thankful for the people in our lives, and our kids, and our friends that we've met through YouTube, and all of these different venues that have reached out to us to share us, bless us with their prayers and stuff. It's been an amazing journey, but the journey's just beginning. I mean, there's really a lot more that's going to happen, and we're going to try to do our best to share that with you guys as we go through the Christmas season and in fun ways like cooking shows and
making candy.
Yeah, do me a favor, if you haven't done this, continue to check out Big Family Homestead, of course. We love Big Family Homestead.
Yes.
Amazing videos. Just watching their vlogs and their journey and all that they're going through is just incredible. I praise God every day for Brad. He's a great guy. But also check out some other channels. Living on a Dime, Out of Goshen, Two Family Homestead, Banana Grandma.
Not Banana Grandma. Bandana.
What'd I say?
You almost said banana.
Bandana Grandma. Blah. You know what I mean. Jano Zero.
One of the ones that I really love is PNC Atkinson.
Oh,
I love Patrick and Crystal. We stopped and saw them on our way to Texas. And just incredibly sweet, genuine people. She does a Devo in the morning. Now that it's through Facebook that she does it. But I am just every day kind of blown away because I don't get to watch it live every day, but just how
watch it on the rewind. That's what I do.
The Spirit has moved her and her story and their life together. Just some amazing people. And the other one I love, and I was upset because I didn't get notifications for them, and it's been like 4 videos that I haven't gotten to watch, is if you've never seen Recipe Archaeology.
Hi, Nancy.
Oh my gosh. Those ladies are so funny.
They are funny. Recipe Archaeology is 2 ladies. They're both teachers, and they go to the bowels of cookbooks. To the 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s,
they
60s,
even did like
even
a
70s.
1600s recipe, but usually it's it's between the 1920s through 70s.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff encased in Jell-O, and I mean it's so funny because they'll eat all of it. Like they made eggnog. They made eggnog this time around that would knock you on your rear end because and
it had bourbon and brandy in it.
No, it had brandy and whiskey in it.
Right,
But it was they said though, I mean I guess you could make it without that, and we if we ever did we probably would because we're not really drinkers. But they said it was the best eggnog that they ever had, and it put any store-bought eggnog to shame because it had the eggs, the egg yolks, and then it had milk and heavy cream in it, and then it had ice cream in it. So, it was awesome, and they drank it in moose glasses. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But they've got so many just fun. They're just fun to watch, and
most of those
fun together.
Most of those old recipes are made out of Jell-O anyway.
Yeah.
It's like add green Jell-O. It's like coleslaw. Add green Jell-O.
It was like ham and pickle Jell-O one time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was an actual recipe from like a Better Homes and Gardens cookbook.
That's right.
And it's funny because, Christine is kind of the...
Wait a minute. Our kids are getting ready to go to bed. Let me say goodnight to our kids real quick. They're going to bed. They're going to come in and give us hugs real quick and kisses so they can go to bed. We love you. Good night. Good night. Miles, come in and give us a hug and kiss. Come on. Come on. We love you. Love you. Good night. Good night. You guys are awesome. Even on Saturday night, they're getting a little tired. So good night. We love you. Yep. Sleepy boy. Good night. Good night. Don't forget to close the door and shut the light off.
I can see you getting warm over there, and your cheeks are all red.
They're on his way. Good night. Go, 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 go. Not tonight.
Yeah, sorry. Alicia put Crystal's devotional for Facebook up there.
Oh,
so,
good.
But yeah, anyway, so those are just some of the ones that we really like. But yeah, like I said, I mean, if you're...
I mean, we watch... You guys watch what you guys watch, and we have our own stuff too. And I think that there's just great channels out there. There's great little channels getting started. If you find a channel that has 500 people in it, man, just like and subscribe them. They'll just make their day. And I know it makes our day. And I still can't believe our little channel's grown to 2,000 subscribers. I mean, that blows my mind. I can't even process that. That's just amazing. So thank you guys for sharing our stuff. I feel like do we have any other questions?
Well, Joyce says that she can't wait to see our candy video.
Oh yeah, that'll be good.
Let's see. I'm a daycare worker and I teach 5 tots and 2s. These kids need their moms to be at home. Yeah, well, I was a daycare worker at one time too.
Yeah, that was rough.
And it was that was the thing that pushed me.
Not your favorite.
Like I always wanted to be a wife and a mother, but there always were times where I thought, I can have a career too. But that was the thing that kind of pushed me to, if I'm going to be a mom, I'm going to stay home with my kids.
Yeah.
Because there were, I mean, and granted, like I don't doubt that these parents, they love their kids and everything like that. But I also watched as kids would be dropped off at like 6 o'clock in the morning and not be picked
Love
up
you
till
too, Krista. Bye.
7 in the evening. And it's like, how much time do you have with your children after that?
That's right.
But I also understand that some parents have to do that. Like, there isn't a choice. You kind of have to do that. So I'm not judging. Was just the choice that I made for my life.
Yeah.
So,
hey, Max, would you go downstairs and unplug everything that we did, including the train and the lights? I forgot we left all the lights on and the train plugged in.
Hi, Caitlin, Alicia and Tim's daughter.
Oh.
Caitlin, saying hi.
Hi, Caitlin. How are you? Good to see you guys.
Yeah.
Well, tell all, big family, tell all your kids we said hi.
Yes.
We miss them very
We
much.
probably need to go because
we do. We've been on for a while.
It's been a long week. And
it has been. And we got church tomorrow.
We got church and then we got youth group in the evening.
Yeah, we do. And so somewhere in between there, we're going to do some other stuff. Guys.
We have to bake cookies because I'm the cookie lady.
You are the cookie lady.
See, here's my thing. Is I might not necessarily be like super, when we help with the youth group, like, hey, how you doing? Come in. And like, that's just not me.
You're a good small group leader.
I buy their affection with cookies.
Yeah.
Because I bring the cookies for them to
eat.
So I'm like, they will like me because I bring cookies. So.
That's funny. Well, let me pray first and we'll get out of here. Cool?
Okay.
Is that good?
Yep.
All right. Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for the Christmas season. We thank you so much that we can turn to you in our time of need and you can prove over and over again that you love us and that you take care of us. Father, thank you for all the amazing times that you've shown up in our lives in the Christmas season. Thank you for the gifts of the day and the blessings that we have. Help us again understand and see where you show up in our lives. Teach us new ways to share our faith with others in the way that we serve, in the way that we live our lives. And God, make our lives just an act of worship to you, God. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much for your son, sending him to this playground we call Earth on Christmas Day. Let us celebrate his birthday and make his name renowned. In your son's precious name, amen.
Amen.
All right, guys. Well, there you go. Thank you for tuning in. Do not forget to like, subscribe, comment, and by all means,
send us messages through smoke signals and carrier pigeons.
Don't forget to comment below, and I don't have anything else.
Yes.
I think that's it.
That's it.
Hey, you know what we always say?
I'm going to go put my pajamas on because it's time for bed.
Well, we don't typically say that to them, though.
That's true.
What we usually say to you is more updates as we go.
Bye.
Bye, guys.